Hello everyone, Casual Boxing Talk here. I just want to make a little video talking about the man, the myth, the legend himself, Santa Claus. Well, the Santa Claus we have in boxing, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Because it seems like we only get to see Gary Russell Jr. once every year. And much like Santa Claus, he always brings us a gift. So, I just want to make a video talking about Gary Russell Jr. and talking about just where his career is going. Because fighting once a year just isn't enough. You know, because since he's won that title, I think in 2015 or 14 against Johnny Gonzalez, we see Gary Russell Jr. as much as we see Santa Claus. You know, he comes around every year, fights once a year, will put on a great performance, show off his hand speed, show off his skills, and then disappear to next year. And it's really a waste of such an incredible talent, because he is a really talented fighter, Gary Russell Jr. And it's also the problem I have with Gary Russell Jr. is he seems to talk a lot more than he does fighting. He seems to talk about a lot of fights, but not really fight. Because we've heard him this coming past few weeks talking about he wants to fight Miguel Berchelt, Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz. But those guys aren't particularly going to fight Gary Russell Jr. if he's not even in their weight class. He's never been to 130, he's never fought 130. So he's not in any position to really challenge Gervonta Davis or Miguel Berchelt. And Gary Russell Jr. himself is not a big star. So he's not like, I'm just going to move up there and I'm a big star, bring money to the table. No, so a lot of fighters will not try to fight Gary Russell Jr. because he does bring difficulties to the fight. His hand speed, his combination punching. You know, Gary Russell Jr. has an incredible jab, very quick, very sharp. So those guys aren't going to rush to fight him. The guys aren't going to be lining up to fight Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Especially at the highest level. So he has to put himself in position to get them fights. And him fighting once a year doesn't really put him in that position. He said he wants to fight Gervonta Davis. Well, move up to 130 pounds. That's what I would suggest he does. He's been talking about a rematch with Vasyl Lomachenko for a few years now, but he's done nothing to really chase that rematch. He says, I want the rematch. But Lomachenko's at 135 pounds now, and he's still at 126 pounds. You know, Lomachenko's a freeweight world champion. He's still holding on to that WBC belt he beat Johnny Gonzalez for. So that's the issue. The issue is Gary Russell Jr., for the talent he is and the skill set he has, he's not doing enough. You know, it was good to see him fight. Because look, he just obliterated Kiko Martinez in that ring, completely outclassed Martinez. He got caught in the fifth, but then he went on to like the cut. Opened his eyes, just too much for Kiko Martinez. He was too much for Joseph Diaz. He dominated Joseph Diaz. He was aggressive with Joseph Diaz. He neutralized Diaz's offense and really just took him apart. He would knock out Escondon in the 7th, and Escondon's very tough. We've seen him go 10 with Moses. What's his name? Omar Figueroa Jr. Can't remember. He's 122 pounds. He went 10 with him. So we know Escondon's tough. He would knock out Patrick Allen in 2. He would stop Gonzalez. You know, Johnny Gonzalez was good at that time. He'd just come off a win over Abner Mares. And Gary Russell Jr. outclassed him, was too quick, was too skilled. Russell Jr. has a tremendous right hook. You know, he's a guy that's willing to get on the inside and fight if he has to. It would be good to see him get those big fights. It would be good to see him get Leo Santa Cruz. You know, I want to see the Leo Santa Cruz fight. Leo Santa Cruz is a great fighter. I do have a few problems with Santa Cruz. I do feel like Santa Cruz at times does not fight the best. He does take some of the easier options at times, but he also does have wins over Carl Frampton and Abner Mares, and that's something you can't overlook. So you have to respect Leo Santa Cruz in that regard. And I think the Gary Russell Jr. fight will get made. I think it has to get made. I think it's a big fight for the weight class. I think it's one of the best fights to make. It's just a matter of when. Because I don't want to be waiting until next year to see that fight. Because it's not a fight that we have to choose the fans should be waiting a year for. Let's see Gary Russell Jr. get active. Let's see him fight. You know, we don't want him to be Santa Claus. You know, I know he's growing the beard out and all that, but I don't want Gary Russell Jr. to be Santa Claus. I don't want him coming down my chimney with no gifts. I want to see him in the ring, showing off his skills and showing off what he can do. That's where Gary Russell is at his best, when he's in the ring. Not when he's outside the ring talking about he wants to fight this person, wants to fight that person, when we see the moves aren't really happening, because there will be guys that want to fight Gary Russell Jr. There will be good fights. King Tut, for example, is mandatory now, I believe. So, bring it on. I'd love to see Gary Russell Jr. be King Tut. Great fight. King Tut obviously was an Olympian. You know, Gary Russell Jr. obviously had a great amateur experience. So again, great fight. Let's see it. This fight is there for him. You know, even a Scott Quigg, guy who always comes to fight, that would be a great fight as well. So there's guys for Gary Russell Jr. to fight. They may not be the big fights he wants, but at the same time, you can't fight once a year and then think that the big fights are just going to fall on your lap. You have to be active. You have to be in the fans' minds. Because a lot of fans don't even talk about Gary Russell Jr. I don't even know how many fans know about Gary Russell Jr. like that. Because he's just so inactive. He just pops up every now and again. You know, he really is like a ghost or something, Gary Russell Jr., because you just can't catch the man. He'll come out of sleeping for like 2 months and then he's gone back to sleep for the other 10 months. So, it's like a bear hibernation. But I really want to see Gary Russell Jr. get the shine he deserves because he really is a top talent and he really is skilled. And I don't know how long he's got left at the highest level because he's a man he does rely on his hand speed quite a lot. And we saw against Lomachenko that if you neutralise that hand speed, then it's difficult for Gary Russell Jr. to do much else. But then again, I wouldn't mind seeing Gary Russell Jr. rematch Lomachenko, but he's going to have to go up there and get Lomachenko because Lomachenko at this point is probably the bigger name. You know, Lomachenko's a pound for pound fighter. He's a guy that's a free weight world champion, while Gary Russell Jr. is not a pound for pound fighter. He's only a 126 pound champion. And you know, the problem is, we all know Gary Russell Jr. can go out there and be a 2 free weight world champion, but he has to fight. He has to go out there and get it, be active. But who knows? Maybe we'll have to wait to 2020 to see him again. That wouldn't shock me at all, but I wish the guy nothing but the best. He's a tremendous talent, and hopefully he starts to step his game up a little bit. And, you know, he drops the whole Santa Claus thing. Anyway, thank you all for listening. This was Casual Boxing Fan.